Hey guys, it's Kai. Today I just wanted to go over the Zarya Queen matchup, specifically when the Junker Queen has ult. I just wanted to show you these two scenarios that I have had in this game yesterday. So in this first ult, we're gonna go over these two ults here. In this first ult, I'm pushed up. You know, I'm holding this corner, but here's where I start making the mistake. So I use one bubble really early, and it's quite bad because I get no charge from it. And then I quickly use my second bubble again for no reason. It doesn't even get me a lot of charge, and it's not allowing me to hold any space because of how far back the enemies are. But now that I've got no bubbles, the queen is going to be able to get her ult off for free, and this is what she does. She ults over here, and also I wasn't aware that my Ana was coming back from spawn, and I wasn't aware that my Tracer wasn't ready to like follow up on anything. So just poor awareness from me. I didn't turn around to look, and poor cooldown usage from me because I used my bubbles really early, which is gonna let the queen get a nice ult off, as I'll show here. So this is my second bubble. I now have no bubbles. The queen immediately ults, gets me and the Genji and the Moira, forces out the fade. So now we have technically free antied. Two of us basically aren't really in the fight, and then we just quickly lose the fight because I die because I have no bubbles and I'm in open space, and then we lose. So how do I adapt to that in the next matchup? Well, it's pretty simple. So we're in the same scenario where we've capped the point and I'm trying to hold this corner. Now here I've used my bubbles because I know they're not able to actually start a fight. I know they're not close enough to actually start fighting. But once I see them actually start to push up, I know Queen is pretty close to ult because I've been ult tracking. Because we won the previous fight and she didn't ult then, so I'm pretty sure that the Queen is going to have ult this fight. The reason why I know that is because ult tracking is a lot simpler than people think. Just follow this rule. If the enemy hasn't used an ult in the previous fight, they probably have ult this fight. So what I do to adapt, I am just gonna give a bunch of space. I'm gonna give space. I'm not gonna use my cooldowns to hold myself here because if I use my bubbles, then I'm not gonna be able to bubble myself or my team when the queen ults because I don't have grab to stop it, but she has hers, right? So I'm just giving space, giving space. What this allows me to do, it still allows me to do some damage. It allows me to live, and it lets my Ana or Moira not have to worry about me because I'm not taking as much damage as I would be if I was just trying to hold this corner here. And by giving space, you know, yeah, sure. They're able to take more control of the map, but this queen is going to have a really hard time getting an ult off because if you look up top, this is final fight. I need to stop this queen out or else we lose. So I'm just going to give space. I'm going to shoot. I see them converging over to this jump pad here. So I start walking over. I bubble my cast because I didn't use my bubbles before to hold this space. If I had used my bubbles to, you know, get shot at and then back up a bit because I've got charge, well, I wouldn't have a bubble to help my cast. This is exactly why I backed up and saved my bubbles. And now the queen has to ult because it's kind of getting, you know, there's 3 dead now. The queen has to ult, but I've got a bubble to save my team, so it's fine. So I just wanted to go over that because I thought it was interesting to go over like that first ult and the second ult and why I did what I did. So just to recap, in this first ult, I used both my bubbles really early, and I was super far pushed up. I didn't know where my team was, which allowed their queen to get a nice ult and clean up the fight. In the second ult, I gave a bunch of space. I gave space. Usually you don't want to give space, but in this specific scenario, in the Zarya Queen matchup, if I have both my bubbles, I can easily mitigate Jakku's ult. And I'm able to have bubbles for my team so they can live. I save cash from the ult, save them from dying, and then, because I got charged from my cast, I could just beam down the queen, and then we win this fight. I think we win this fight. But anyway, I hope that was helpful. If you want to learn more about Overwatch and you're getting serious about improving, check the link in the description. See you guys. Peace.